Hi, welcome to the June recaps of our P.O.P.S meeting.
I'm Ed,
I'm Luis.
and we're going to talk about everything that we discussed on Tuesday night.
We talked briefly about a lot of things, a lot of important things like the Trails End website. We talked about how to add additional users to the Trails End account.
Yeah.
What else did we talk about, Ed?
Well, we talked about having, hey Brian.
Hey,
We
Brian.
talked about having the opportunity to sign for the online sale. I talked a little bit about that.
Another very important tool that we talked about was the CapitolAreaCouncil website and the fact that we would like for units to go onto the popcorn tab
Yep.
and request that they be make sure that they sign up and who their point of contact is, so we have that information as
Yep.
district colonels and district executives.
Yeah, and we also talked about changing the date of the July P.O.P.S meeting. So let's talk about all of that right about now.
See you in a bit.
Alright, first thing we wanted to show y'all was the popcorn website on bsicac.org, the Capital Area Council website. The basics of it. There's lots of information on this website. It's pretty good. I like it. And we're talking about popcorn today, so you're going to go to bsicac.org. Oh, look at that brisket. It looks so good, doesn't it? A little commercial for summer camp. Go to resources. You can go down to popcorn. And you're going to have all sorts of popcorn links. It's very useful. Your sales guide, your sale date, the calendar view of the sales dates. Make sure you get on the email updates. Send that. By the way, we used to send it to all the popcorn emails to the entire council mailing list, but now we just send it to the popcorn list. So if you need to get on the popcorn list, make sure you go to here and click on that, ask to get put on the popcorn list. Or you can just email Luis or I, and we can help you out too. You can check out the May P.O.P.S recap video, or whatever P.O.P.S recap video is up there next. The April one. Alright, P.O.P.S meetings, right there. 4th Tuesday. Popcorn sale dates. All that stuff. Got a question about popcorn? Fill it out, and we can help you out. But we want you to do this. See this big blue box? Click here to sign up your unit for the popcorn sale. Make sure that you've done that this year, either you or your district popcorn colonel, if they volunteered to do that. Go ahead and make sure that you're on there so we know that you're planning on selling. Sign yourself up. Say who's going to get the information. We want prizes instead of extra commission. I don't really like that wording. I want to do it the other way around. We want commission instead of prizes. But yeah, I would encourage you to say no for that question. Yeah, of course you want to do show and sell. Of course you want to do take order. And yeah, online sales are great. And we'll cover that later in the video. Pick out your district, put in the CAPTCHA, and submit. And that'll go to the council, and we'll know that you've signed up, saying that you want to get information about popcorn, you want to sell popcorn, and you want to participate in this great fundraiser. Alright, now we're going to show you the trails-end.com. Don't forget the dash. Let's check out those features next.
12 seconds later.
Alright, so we had a lot of people asking about how does the www.trails-end website work. So, go to trails-end.com. We're there. And if you are a popcorn colonel for your unit or for your district, you're going to click on Leaders. And you're going to click on the popcorn system right here to log on. And I'm going to log in as my district's popcorn colonel, not myself, so you can see actually what you guys would see more likely. Log in. Alright, thanks Becky, by the way, for letting me use your username and password. So she's set up as the popcorn colonel for pack 711, so let's just select that. So a couple of main features that you're going to want to be able to see. First of all, a lot of people wanted to know how you put in an order. So we're going to click on Orders. The order for the 2014 cycle is not available yet, but if you want to see, what the order form looks like, you can go to one of the past ones, and it's going to look like that this year, though. So you'll see an order for August and an order for November. The order for August is, of course, the show and sell, and the November is the take order. So let's just see what we did for take order last year for Pack 711. So this is history, of course, but if we were actually ordering, these would be blank, and you could put in that you need X amount of cases of kettle corn or X amount of cases of cheddar cheese, whatever you want. Go ahead and put in that order. And we had a lot of people ask, well, how do you know how many containers are in a case? Because of course you might get a case of Unbelievable Butters, but it's got, a bunch of different containers, individual containers in it that you're going to sell. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at this column right here. Let's blow it up. This column right here, it's going to have the numbers. One case has 6 individual containers in it. Caramel corn has 1 with 8. It's gonna be like that. Caramel corn, the dots, 1 and 12. And this might change every year, so just whenever you're putting your order in, just make sure you keep an eye on that. Make sure you order cases whenever you mean to order cases, and individual pieces whenever you mean to order individual pieces. You don't want to get stuck with a lot of extra popcorn if you accidentally order them. Your district executive will approve your orders just in case. Just look it over one time, make sure you didn't do anything real crazy. So we should be able to catch something if it's a pretty big error. Say you meant to order 5 individual kettle corns, but you instead ordered 5 cases. We'd probably catch that if you didn't have the history. Anyway, so going back, the next thing that you're going to want to talk about is orders. Now, a lot of people wanted to see, what your history was. You're going to want to know, especially for the take order, what sort of history your unit's been able to pull off in the last couple years. So you can actually change your sales cycle, and you can look at the different orders for, pretty much you're probably just going to have the falls, but pick, fall 2012, fall 2011, whatever you're going to pick, change sales cycles, and you can look at all the orders for that sales cycle. So you kind of have an idea of what your unit has been doing in the past, in case you're new. So that's there. Some of the other things you're going to want to know in the Reports tab here. Oops. Reports tab. There are a lot of useful things.
Thank you, Stephanie.
You can look up, scout usernames, in case, you have set up where your individuals... Okay, so this one hasn't set up individual scouts in this district, or in this unit, but you can if you want. Go back to reports. A big thing that you're going to want to be able to have on you is your invoice. Again, pick your sales after, the correct season after you've put in your order, so you know what your invoice is. Carry it around, make sure you collect the money that you need to turn into the council. It'll have your commission on it and all that good stuff. Yeah, there we go. That's what your invoice is going to look like. It's going to have your individual cases and containers you ordered for whichever sale. It's going to have the balance that's due to the council. It's going to have the commission that your unit earned and all that information. So that's good to know.
A few moments later.
Scouts being able to sell online themselves. We're of course at trails-n.com. Don't forget the dash. Scouts, right over here. You can create an account for a scout. Okay, So your parent/guardian must approve your account. Alright, so we approved it. COPPA, federal laws, so approve. So you're entering your stuff, log in. Alright, here's a scout. Got my scouts. John Doe. Alright, my orders. Spread the word. So we're gonna find some emails that we want of our friends, grandma, grandpa, you know, anyone that we have their email, we want to send them something to sell popcorn. Whoops, my bad. Okay. Paste. Add recipient. Alright, so we've got an email in there. You can add a bunch of emails if you want. Which if you're gonna do it, you probably should. Hit continue. And it's gonna be like this. Be a recipient, so if I added, you know, a bunch of people, it would say Ed, Steve, Bill, Grandma, whatever you want. Oops. And you could edit it. Oh, you can't edit that. Do it in Espanol. Do a follow up. Send me to Jamboree. Send me to camp. Buy some popcorn for the troops. Thank you very much. One for the holidays. You can hit them up, you know, a couple times during the year. Continue. Previewing the message. Continue. Alright. We're back here at the Popcorn website. One last announcement before we wrap it up for today. Make sure you take note that our next P.O.P.S meeting was originally scheduled for July the 22nd, because we always have them on the 4th Tuesdays. However, on the July 21st, you'll see, is when show and sell orders are due. So we wanted to have one more before the orders were due, so what we decided to do was change it to July the 15th. It's going to be the week before, and we're going to have 2 locations. Luis will be back to tell you about that, but circle your calendars. P.O.P.S meeting will take place on July 15th as our next one, and we'll have computers available, and you can actually put in your show and sell orders right there and get that all done for your unit, so you don't have to sweat it out on the day before. Get it done early. All right. Doobie-doo.
This just in, Trails and Popcorn is offering the Capital Area Council Simply Popped Popcorn. It's a test run product that they are trying out in our market. It's for the health conscious and has no extra flavorings, low salt, etc. This ready-to-eat product will sell for $20 a bag, and the bags are reportedly larger than what you get in the regular flavored varieties. We don't have packaging art yet, but it should be available for our orders. Check it out.